Before using personnel and labor functions, it is necessary to configure this section to meet your specific needs. Go to the Personnel Browse table, click on the Procedures toolbar menu, and then choose Personnel and Labor Setup. There are 3 tabs or sections associated with this procedure: Configuration Options, Budget Expense Interface Accounts, and Pay Scale Tables. First, select the Configuration Options tab. If you intend to record labor activities when entering hours worked, select Project Labor Tracking. Next, make your selection of the Common Labor Codes option as described in the TRIMS reference manual. Select Departmental Pay to indicate that the employee's pay and labor activity will be charged to the specific department contained in the personnel file or in the Project Labor Code file. Otherwise, leave blank. If you have selected departmental pay and intend to charge labor hours to the department defined in the Project Labor Code file, click on Use Activity Department. If you are using Project Labor Tracking and have not selected the departmental pay option, you may select the Calculate Overtime to instruct TRIMS to automatically calculate overtime hours for labor activities. Next, select Pay Daily Overtime if overtime pay is to be calculated based upon hours worked in excess of the number of regular hours per day, or deselect if overtime pay is to be calculated based upon hours worked in excess of the number of regular hours per week. If pay rates for activities performed are to be obtained from a rate table, select Use Pay Scale Tables option. If not selected, pay rates will be obtained from the employee's pay rate as defined in the personnel file. Select Enable Budget Transfers to permit transfer of employee pay to Budget Expense Interface Accounts. Indicate your choice of 3 pay period options: weekly, bi-weekly, or semi-monthly. Enter a starting pay period ending date for the pay period frequency of weekly, bi-weekly, or semi-monthly. If you have selected Enable Budget Transfers, you will need to set up the interface accounts by clicking on the Budget Expense Interface Accounts tab. Enter a valid budget expense account number for each of the categories of pay listed. Double-click the mouse or use the Look Up tool to search for the budget expense account. Each category may be charged to a separate account, or all categories may be charged to the same account. If the Project Labor Tracking configuration option has been selected, special project codes for sick pay, holiday, vacation, and other may be defined. Enter your choice of codes if different than the values displayed. Sick and vacation day accrual can be automatically calculated every pay period using either the pay period method or hours worked method. Both accrual methods depend on the values of sick yearly accrual and vacation yearly accrual that are recorded for each employee. Select the sick pay and vacation accrual method to be used. Finally, enter an accrual date indicating the last date in which sick days and vacation days were calculated for all employees. Click on the Save tool to exit the Personnel and Labor Setup. For more information on configuring the Personnel and Labor Setup, please refer to the TRIMS reference manual.